I feel like Zaza should get a little more playing time, man. He seems to be playing very well. He started to develop that little 20-foot jump shot, and down the stretch, he's nowhere to be found. Look at Draymond just wanting the ball more than everybody else, getting out here in transition. And then Klay finishes on the other side, avoiding the shot blocker. Take a look at the gravity of Klay Thompson with Butler and Portis here. Look at them both jump out at Klay, and then it gets Za a nice little layup. So he came out of the gates all right with some good energy. And then Butler gets it to the young guy, Bobby Portis out of Arkansas, hits the three ball. And then he sees a ghost. What's wrong with this brother's eyes, man? Steph, hesitating, usually takes that shot. What's it happen? Results in a turnover, and he has no chance against Butler in transition. Now, here's an instance where Steph reads the scouting report. Everybody knows Rondo doesn't want to shoot it, right? So watch the ball get swung out here to Rondo, and Steph just jumps the passing lane immediately using his basketball IQ. Out in transition, dump back to Klay. Can we get the three ball? Nope. Is it the cold weather? I don't know, y'all. P-mack was very nice, though, defensively in particular. Watch him decide to trap as he spins back baseline and enables JaVale to get the block. Now, if I have a knock on Klay's game, it's his transition offense, man. His timing and decision-making is just, it leaves a lot to be desired. P-mack, who has been hesitant to shoot, pulls the trigger here on the three ball, but there was times where it really broke the rhythm of the offense. Listen to Steve.
We can get better shots, right? We're getting good shots, but slightly off balance, we're slightly out of rhythm, right? If you have what you think is a good shot, but it's not a great shot, move it on and cut through. You've got to develop the rhythm that's going to come with that extra pass. Then we'll get great shots, and now we'll be fine.
So watch Kerr here with the little hesitation dribble. That's what broke his rhythm right there. There was no need for it. Miocic was 5 feet away from him, and he was hesitant all night. Former Thunder Cameron Payne gets in the game, and let's just be clear, the man has a real nose for the ball. So Ig, usually he pulls back and resets the offense, but look at him attack the rim here in semi-transition. You can see he's tuning his legs up for the playoffs. Matt Barnes finally got in the game about the 8-minute mark, second quarter. Very first offensive set, West gets him a nice little lay-in. He did press a little bit, he had a few turnovers, but he was in the game late. Interesting that Kerr trusted him right away. Take a look at P-mack here, though. Wait for the closeout. Usually guys want to go to their right hand. He understands they closed out on it. He drives baseline for the layup. The game's slowing down for the rookie. And then here's something that Livingston's been doing lately, man. He hasn't been catching the ball cleanly. I don't know if you guys have noticed. He's bobbled a lot of easy passes at point-blank range, and then Bobby Portis fills the lane, and all of a sudden, Chicago's starting to believe they can win this game. Closeout, jumper, and here's what Barnes likes. He's known to throw this outlet pass. That one didn't work. It will pay dividends at some point in the season. And then watch how many times Steph could take a shot right there, right there. And so he passes up 2 or 3 shots, and he does get to the rim, but the point I'm making is he is losing or has lost some confidence in that jumper. I can't believe I'm saying this. And then this is where P-mack's just too small, right? He's showing the ability to defend, but he doesn't have the body or frame to guard the big boys like Jimmy Butler. Third quarter, again, I'm highlighting, why doesn't Za play more? He came in, gave us 2 quick buckets. There's another non-shot from Steph, 2 pass-ups of the shot. Overpassing, Wade just picks it up, gets out in transition. So overpassing because Steph isn't taking the shots he normally takes, and then this man puts him on skates and hits a 3 ball, and Chicago takes the lead. Now remember what Kerr was saying about offensive rhythm. Mack has to take this shot. It breaks the rhythm. These guys aren't ready, and that's what causes the turnover. So he had some nice moments, but again, still hesitant, and the whole offense out of sync. Now you see Jimmy Butler decides to step up, deceleration a la James Harden, and gets to the cup. Quietly had a nice game. And then the playground steal from P-mack, and then usually, if you notice, most of Steph's turnovers come off what? Behind the back action. Kerr has seen enough at this point. The man broke a clipboard, and you could just see it written all over his face. He's very disgusted in the execution of the team here in Chicago last night. Now watch this play from Steph. He comes to help. Ig flashes at his man. Look at Steph get back. No, he doesn't bother. He lets Rondo get all the way to the rim. Now, open 3. No, he's going to hesitate. What does it lead to? Another turnover. And now this was the play that really, really frustrated me. Look at him go over the screen on Rondo at the 3-point line. You have to yield the shot to Rondo every time. And so Kerr pulls him out, his 4th foul, but I think he needs to scald him. Just like I commended Kerr for finessing Draymond the other night, Steph's a big boy. Let him know that's unacceptable. Don't pat that man on the back. In contrast, take a look at how Livingston guards Rondo. He's gapping him by about 7 or 8 feet. You can't even set a screen, and there's no threat of anything because the man will not take the jump shot. So here we go. Bad spacing was the trend all night in half-court sets. Look at Klay and Draymond right next to each other. It results in Livingston having to take a shot just out of his range. And then Steph, another behind-the-back near turnover, and this was ironic here. So look at this shot. All the easy open shots, he hits this one. You know why? Because he didn't have to think about it. It was a shot that he just flung up there. He didn't think about it. It wasn't in his head, so he knocks it down. Here he is, open 3. Nah, too open. So Steph definitely in his head, y'all. And then finally, with about 4 minutes left, we decided to play some defense. Look at the intensity from Steph Curry all of a sudden defensively here. Gets the turnover. We get out in transition. And this is a shot that you'll take every time. Just couldn't go down. But I feel like we waited too late in the game to turn up our intensity defensively. And then Draymond, the pause of death on the 3 results in the air ball. You cannot pause in the dip of your shot. And then Wade may not have his knees, but he was born with the clutch gene. Put Chicago up 3 with 2 minutes left. And then this was really the dagger from some bum I've never heard of. At the 24-second shot clock, hits 3, pushes him up 6. Final seconds of the game. One last shot, foot was on the line. Bad decision. So first back-to-back losses in over 100 games and in the Kerr era. Steph Curry 4 of 31 in his last 3 games from 3-point range. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.